welcome back to my channel. So today for you I have a pregnancy update, and as of right now I am 22 weeks pregnant and tomorrow I will be 23. So I figured I would do a little pregnancy update for you guys from the beginning till 22 weeks, and then after that I will start doing week by week pregnancy updates. If you do see me looking down is because I do have my notes so I can stay on topic and make sure that I talk about all the things that I want to go over. So right now I am 22 weeks, 4 months. Once me and my husband got married, we wanted to try and have another child, and the first time we got pregnant we were living in our other house, and we were actually in the process of looking for a place to live and knew that we would obviously be moving this year. Found out that we were pregnant and we were instantly obviously super excited and happy, and told our family literally basically the day that we found out. When we found out that we were pregnant, our house was pretty much halfway packed up and we were going to be moving, I think within like 2 or 3 weeks. Right before we were going to move, I had made the doctor appointment just to make sure that I was pregnant, because I did take a at-home pregnancy test, and when the day of my doctor appointment I started bleeding, and it was actually the same day I was supposed to start my period. So I ended up starting my period, and what happened when I went to the doctor is she told me we had a chemical pregnancy, which basically the sperm met the egg and it went through but it didn't go through. So that's basically what happened, is it tried to form, and that's why the test read positive, but after obviously a couple days or weeks it didn't go all the way through with forming. So then we moved, and after we moved and we were all settled into our new house, we decided to try again. It took me a little bit of not convincing, but obviously we were both really upset that we didn't get pregnant the first time, but I think that everything happens for a reason, and I think that the pregnancy not going through the first time was meant to be, because we were literally in the middle of finishing packing up our house. We were about to move, and if I was pregnant I wouldn't have been able to help, so I'd be literally sitting on the sidelines, and I'm not about that. And it's like, who is going to unpack, not only pack up the stuff and move it to the new house, but then move it into the new house and unpack it and organize? And I'm all about organizing and keeping things where I want them, because if my husband were to do it, I'd never be able to find anything. So I think it all happened for a reason, and you know, I leave it all up to God, and look at us now. We're 22 weeks pregnant and I can't be more than blessed and thankful. So after we got into the new house and we unpacked and we're all settled in, we decided to try again. And in the midst of us trying, I found out that I was pregnant the second time. I had to pee a lot. I was like, okay, I am peeing way too much, and said, you know what, I'm just gonna put up the camera, and if I am, this is gonna be a great way to get it on video. My son was in the bathroom with me at the time, and the test was positive, and I was so excited, but at the same time I was also a little nervous to tell my husband, because at that time his dad had passed away, and the day that I found out that I was pregnant was the day before his dad's funeral, and I was really hesitating to tell him because obviously it was really bad timing. But yet I was so excited to tell him, and I just couldn't keep it in. And he came home from work and I told him that I had to tell him something, and he looked at me like, what do you have to tell me? So I already instantly started crying, and I showed him the pregnancy test, and It was a special moment, you know, we obviously both cried and hugged it out. Now thinking today, I believe that it was God's way of replacing a lost loved one with a new loved one. So that is how, well, obviously y'all know how we got pregnant, but how it all started and everything, kind of like a backstory. This pregnancy is a lot different from my first pregnancy with Benjamin. This pregnancy, for one, I feel like is going by so fast. Like, we're already in October and I'm due January 23rd. Only have a few more months to go, and I know with the holidays coming up that it's only gonna go by so much faster. Also, with this pregnancy, my belly got big super fast. I feel like I just grew and grew and grew overnight. And with my first pregnancy, it literally, I didn't even start showing like that until I was like 6 or 7 months. Like 6 or 7 months hit and it was like boom, like, damn girl, you look pregnant. Really crazy. This time my belly is so much bigger. And also this time with this baby, he is kicking super low, like really, really low. And with Benjamin, he kicked really high, like more up here. I did not mention in this video that we are expecting a boy. I did mention that in my very first video on my channel called Introducing Myself. And I also have the gender reveal video in my intro, so you guys already know that. Also, I will say that both pregnancies, I did not throw up once. I've had nausea, but I've never thrown up. With my first pregnancy, I had nausea for about a week, and it really wasn't that bad. It was just like here and there, and I never threw up. And with this pregnancy, the nausea lasted, I swear to God, it felt like it was lasting for months on end, but it lasted from about 6 to 8 weeks. Horrible. I felt like so sick, like I was gonna die. I couldn't drink anything or eat anything without feeling even more nauseous. I was in bed all day, every day, living off of water and saltine crackers. Literally. Also with this pregnancy, I also feel a lot more tired. So tired. Like with my first pregnancy, like I could like go and like be just fine throughout my whole pregnancy, but with this pregnancy, it's really taken a toll on me. I am tired a lot. I take multiple naps throughout the day. Sometimes I take about 4 to 5 naps throughout the day. I will say that the heating pad and my body pillow are my best friends. Literally, I don't know what I would do without them. And it's so crazy because of my first pregnancy, I never used a heating pad and I never owned a body pillow. So I don't know how I did it in my first pregnancy, but I feel like my first pregnancy was just like so easy and it didn't even feel like I was pregnant. And this time it's like I feel every little symptom. So the symptoms that I had leading up to 22 weeks, I'll kind of give you guys a little bit of a backstory since I'm barely now starting my week by week update. So obviously I had nausea from 6 to 8 weeks. I was tired a lot, which I still am now. That is also, to this day, I'm still really tired. Also, when I found out I was pregnant, I had sore breasts. Some of the present symptoms that I have right now, and also from the beginning, is insomnia, weird dreams, weird dreams, which I'd rather keep to myself because they are pretty freaking weird, and peeing a lot, and backaches. The symptoms that I have right now at 22 weeks, I am tired a lot. Like, not to mention, I have freaking insomnia up the yahoo. Like, really though. It's horrible. My sleeping schedule is so off. It's not even funny. Right now, I am sleeping 6 to 7 hours during the day. Okay? Like, during the day, I sleep 6 to 7 hours. And then I'm up all night till 6 o'clock in the morning, and then I decide to take a nap and wake up at like 8, 9 o'clock and stay up for a couple hours and then sleep all day. Like, my sleeping schedule is so off, And I have tried and failed so many times to get back on a schedule because every Saturday our son has soccer and we get up at 6:30 a.m. to get ready for soccer. So I do make myself go to sleep the night before so I can get at least 4 hours of sleep. So then we're on a schedule, like we're on a pretty good schedule on Saturday. So, you know, we'll take a nap and we'll go to bed early and we'll be up early for church on Sunday. And we're fine Saturday and Sunday and Monday. And then it's like Tuesday rolls around and we're like right back to where we started. I don't know, it's so hard. Before we were on this sleeping schedule, sleeping all day long, it was just insomnia, where at first it started going to sleep around 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Then it was just like, it just kept creeping up to 4, 5, 6. It even got up to 7 o'clock in the morning. And once it got up to 7 o'clock in the morning and the light was started showing through the blinds, I was like, okay, this is ridiculous. Get yourself together and get on a schedule. But right now our schedule is probably the worst that it has been thus far, but I am trying to get back on a schedule and hopefully it happens. If it doesn't, I'm not too worried about it because when the baby gets here, we will be on the baby schedule. And I do plan on breastfeeding, so I know that I'm gonna have to wake up regardless if I breastfeed or use formula to wake the baby up every 2 hours. So I'm not worried about it. Also, another one of my symptoms right now is I cramp when I do too much. If I decide to clean the entire house, I will cramp up like crazy in my belly because I just did way too much. So I usually just stick to cleaning one room of the house a day. And even then, I still start to cramp a little bit. I cannot walk for very long before I start cramping. So that's a new symptom that I haven't had with my last pregnancy, but I have right now. Like I said, insomnia also is another symptom I'm having right now. My cravings are Mexican food. I have just been craving like tacos and enchiladas and fajitas, which I actually just made enchiladas the other day. And I actually plan on making fajita tacos later on in the week. So that is one of my cravings. I have just been craving salty foods. From the moment I found out I was pregnant to now, I've just been craving straight up salty foods. Like, I think one of my favorite cravings are chips, and honestly it doesn't even matter what kind of chips they are, as long as they're like salty chips, I will eat them. So that is basically it for my pregnancy update. Now I'll go ahead and show you guys my 22-week pregnancy bump. So here we have it from the front and from the side, and then from this side, and then I'll go ahead and show you guys with my shirt off. So here we have it from the front, from the side, and then from this side. And he is literally like chilling right here because it's like super hard right here and like mushy everywhere else. So he's literally sitting right here. He is the size of a spaghetti squash. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. It was so much fun for me, and I really think that this is going to be a really enjoyable experience for me to be able to look back on way later in life, be able to look back and see my progressions and my symptoms week by week. I'm having a lot of fun with this. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!